You're listening to WICR, where we dance the night away.
Thank you, Emergis. You are listening to WICR. I'm Andrew Adlers here for another segment of We Got It Covered, and we're going to talk about sports. So I wanted to start with the NFL. First of all, Richard Sherman, cornerback for the Seattle Seahawks, got injured yesterday playing Thursday night game, and which he has penned before in a letter to the league, or to the Players Tribune, basically, that he does not believe that players should be playing Thursday night football. He said that there's not enough time to recover from this, and that's why he's not an advocate for it. Yesterday he did play, and he thought he could get the ball. He did not. He ruptured his Achilles tendon, and he'll be out for the entire remainder of the entire season, probably. And even Doug Baldwin, he feels like that Thursday night football should be illegal because, again, they play on Sundays, then they don't have enough time to recover. They say that they don't have enough time to recover for the next game on Thursday. So there's a lot of people saying this, and also the whole changing the color of the jerseys too. People don't like that. They feel like it's a gimmick that's going on. So this might change in the future. So we'll see about that. In basketball, the Cleveland Cavaliers have been struggling this season without Kyrie Irving. So I forget their exact record, but they are not doing well at all. LeBron James cannot do it all by himself, and that is a problem. Even though LeBron is the star player and he will bring your team somewhere, he will do everything he can for your team. He still is not, the only. It's a team sport. He's not the only person on the court, and it's definitely hurting the Cleveland Cavaliers. Right now, the Cleveland Cavaliers are behind the Los Angeles Lakers in the standings. I believe they are five wins and 7 losses. So that is not good at all. Definitely not what we expect from the Cavs. So LeBron James can't do it all. Derrick Rose is playing great, though. He's not what he was before, but he's definitely still stepping up. I've seen him play. The footwork. He's definitely closing when he goes up to the rim. He's doing his thing. Dwayne Wade, I'm guessing it's just an age issue. He's not playing like he was once before. Tristan Thompson hasn't been putting up numbers like he is before. Kevin Love is playing all right. Kyle Korver is playing all right. Isaiah Thomas is still out. That is what we are waiting for. We're waiting to see if the addition of Isaiah Thomas will help the Cleveland Cavaliers to project them to the Eastern Conference Finals, and once again, for the third time in a row, against the Golden State Warriors. We'll see if his return will do that. He's saying that fans are doubting him a little bit, and he's trying to remind them of last season when he was on the Celtics, bringing them to the Eastern Conference Finals, and playing against the Cleveland Cavaliers. They only won one game, but it was still a great game, and they beat the Wizards. They got them out of the way with John Wall, Bradley Beal, Gortat, so that's a hard feat to have, and so hopefully Isaiah Thomas will come in there and he'll do something big for the Cavs and help them out a little bit, so they could do well. The Lakers, they've been doing all right. They're a young team, like I've been saying in the past. I'm gonna continue to say they are a really young team. A lot of their star players have been in college or out of college. Either this is their first season, like Lonzo Ball, second season Brandon Ingram, or third, like Julius Randle and Clarkson. So they are still, or Larry Nance, I forgot too. He's playing well. So they are a young team, so they will have a lot of time to work and to do their thing. But a couple of the teams that are doing well this year, Boston Celtics are 10-2. So after their loss against Cleveland, and I forget who else they lost to, but they've just been on a tear. They've been doing well on the road, doing well at home as well. They're 4-1 at home, 6-1 on the road. So yeah, they have a 10-game win streak. So that's definitely good. Right behind them are the Houston Rockets, Golden State Warriors, the Pistons. The Pistons are doing well. It's definitely surprising people. The Clippers, they're doing okay. They had a moment where they were doing well, but they did just lose 3 in a row, so that's not good. So everybody thought that maybe without Chris Paul that they would do better, but the Clippers, they were always the team to get to the either the Western Conference Finals to get to the playoffs, but they never win. They never go far and never went anywhere. So that's always a problem. They general managers and people have to fix. They have to see why Blake Griffin is playing like a beast though. So they have to figure out what to do or how to build the team around him. So we're gonna switch over to hockey a little bit. So I saw this on ESPN. It was an article. They talked about current stars that should be in the Hall of Fame or will be in the Hall of Fame. Of course, we know some of them already. Ovechkin. We know that Yager playing at age 45 or 44, 45, however old, that's still impressive, is playing in the NHL. Crosby, Ovechkin, like I said before. Connor McDavid will most likely be in the NHL Hall of Fame if he keeps going like this. Stamkos, just another player off the top of my head. Of course, Tampa. That's my team. We'll talk about that later, though. So here are the criteria that they had. Individual production. So this is just the individual player, and the first person I think when I hear individual production, I think of Crosby because he's just a beast on the ice. Just him alone is fun to watch. It's amazing to see just how he could keep the puck on his stick and just go to work on the opponent. Erik Karlsson as well. Erik Karlsson, when he's on the ice, he's amazing. He might be a little bit better than Crosby just because his team is not as good as the Pittsburgh Penguins historically. So Erik Karlsson, whenever he's on the ice, is just amazing to watch. The Kings, they were debating who was gonna guard Erik Karlsson while they played against him, because nobody wants to guard him, so he's just that good. On ice impact, again, Crosby on ice impact, and Karlsson, both of them, when they're on the ice, their team just a lot better. It's kind of like LeBron James having the impact in the NBA. I think when he sat last year, or no, Westbrook when he sat last year, like his team was up by like 17 points or double digits or something. When he sat down, then the other team caught up to them. So it's just just that player that can rile the team up or make plays, create plays that help the team so much, and win the game or at least come close to winning the game. Prestige. So this could be this is where the awards and accolades come in. So when they talk about most goals in a season, most goals in a career, which I don't know if anybody's going to beat Wayne Gretzky at that, because that is just a hard thing to do. The amount of goals and the amount of records he has is just incredible. But last year, I forget the player. Yeah, I'm forgetting a lot of stuff today. Dang, he was on Pittsburgh Penguins. He was a rookie, and he broke the record for most goals by a rookie in the playoffs, I believe. So that's what they're talking about there, and cultural impact. So this I would think of more of PK Subban donating $10 million to the hospital in Montreal. That's something that I would think PK Subban would be good for, or that's where he will do well. So here are locks. So here are the picks that they have. They have Zdeno Chara. Shout out to Zdeno Chara being on Ottawa, the tallest hockey player that we've had. I think at 6'9" for basketball is nothing. That's nothing. Hello, Sidney Crosby, of course, as usual. Pavel Datsyuk, who's playing in Russia right now. Jerome McGinley, we can't forget, is definitely a beast. He was with Calgary, never won a championship, still has not won a championship. And it was unfortunate that he switched teams, both when Boston and Pittsburgh won championships. He was on Boston when Pittsburgh won, and he was on Pittsburgh when Boston won, or vice versa. But yeah, that was unfortunate that there was a switch right there. Patrick Kane, of course, Erik Karlsson, like I mentioned, Henrik Lundqvist for a goalie. He's definitely a good goalie. Roberto Luongo, sorry. Jaromir Jagr, like we mentioned before, Malkin. Can't forget him, Ovechkin, Hendrick, and Daniel Sedin, playing for Vancouver, almost winning a chip as well. They went all the way to the finals against Boston, but they lost. Joe Thornton, he's definitely up there playing for like 20 years, which is crazy. So here they have most likely or maybe could be in it. Patrice Bergeron, I think he'll be in it. All these people I think will be in it too. Hossa has to be there. I don't know why he's a maybe. He should be in there. Keith should be in there. Kopitar definitely should be in there. Price, yes. Stamkos, of course, it's Tampa. Stamkos, close but no haul. They said Nicholas Backstrom will not get it. They said Brent Burns will not get it. Ryan Getzlaff, he should get it. What? This list is crazy. That's weird. I'm going to talk to this list with Pete at work. Shout out to Pete. Patrick Marleau, Connor McDavid. Well, he's just starting, so of course Connor McDavid, he has the future. He should get it. Subban will get it. Jonathan Tavares will get it. Zetterberg will get it. Shea Weber, maybe Shea Weber. I don't know why they're saying that PK and Henrik Zetterberg will not get it. They have to be in the Hall of Fame. Claude Giroux should get it. Jeff Carter, maybe. Jamie Benn, maybe. Giroux should definitely get it. Corey Crawford is a maybe. Austin Matthews, yeah, he just started, but he'll definitely get it one day. Corey Perry should get it. All the Stahl brothers should get it. They have Eric Stahl over here. So there are definitely a couple things that I do not agree with on this list. But I think in the future that Ryan Getzlaff out of all people will get it. So the standings for the NHL season, and the number one team is, drumroll, Tampa Bay Lightning. Because we in there. We got to do what we got to do. Tampa Bay, 13 wins, 2 losses, leading the NHL. They won 2 games in a row. They beat the Kings last night, and they're just a dominant force. They're plus 24 points. They're on a 3-game win streak. They're just a beast of a team, especially with Stamkos coming back and just feeding Nikita Kucherov, just winning the assist bracket, winning in goals for Nikita Kucherov. The coach, John Cooper, is great. Vasilevsky at like 19 or 20 years old, just being an outstanding goalie for Tampa. People were worried that they traded Ben Bishop, but I'm not worried anymore at all. He's doing all right in Dallas, I guess. I don't know. I haven't caught up on him anymore. Who else? We lost, I forgot Jonathan Drouin. We lost Jonathan Drouin. He went to Montreal. Montreal is not doing too hot. Pretty sure he regrets leaving Tampa Bay to go to Montreal. All the pieces are falling together. A lot of Rangers fans were laughing at me when we got Dan Girardi. But, I don't know. I don't even know where the Rangers are in the standings. Let me see. They're like in the middle somewhere. They won 8 games. And they lost 7. They're trash. Rangers fans, y'all trash. Don't talk to me no more. Y'all can't talk about me anymore. Ottawa, they just got Duchesne. That was a big trade. So Ottawa got Duchesne. So Duchesne and Carlson, that's going to be a great duo to see. Nashville got Kyle Turris, so a little bit of a mix-up mid-season. So it's definitely great to see. But Tampa definitely taking the trip home, like I said before, and it's just a great NHL season so far. When we come back, I'll have a special segment for you. Might talk about rap, might talk about news, politics. You never.